What's up, beautiful people? I'm back in the States and we've got another video for you guys today. This video is very real and something I feel like needs to be talked about more. And you know what? I think the information in this video is so damn good that it's definitely not going to get any clicks or engagement because the world doesn't really like positive content. For some reason, the negative shit is the stuff that just takes off. But for those of you who are here joining me today, welcome, and I hope by the end of this video you'll feel just a bit happier and healthier about life. And what I want to talk about is surrendering to yourself. What is today, your version of your life today, and being where you are. Because too often we're trying to be somewhere else and we invalidate who we are in this present moment and the person we are today and all of the things that have gone right, all the things that we've done well, all the things we have to be grateful for. We overlook all of that and we're always focused on the next thing. And I talk about this time and time again on the channel. It's like we as humans are just so conditioned to just always feel like there's something wrong with us, like there's something not right, like we need something else, like we're somehow just not enough. So we go on this never-ending quest of trying to acquire more. You know, we get in better shape, we get physically fit. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be healthy. Of course you should be healthy, of course you should work out. But we go on this quest of just self-growth. We work out, we grow mentally, we learn more, we try to get better jobs, make more money, more career, better charisma, passion, relationships, the job, the wife, the car, the money. And I'm not saying any of this is bad, but what I'm saying is we go on this delusional quest thinking we need to get all of these things before we can be happy. And what happens is we're stuck going down this rabbit hole of just never being happy. And I've been there. And the reason why I can talk about this is because I have been there over so many different topics and at so many different times, over so many different things in different phases of my life. And I feel like finally I'm at this point where things have clicked and everything has just come undone. And by things coming undone, what I mean is that I am finally in this place of bliss. And I think my 4 months of solo traveling really helped me get to this place. But what I've realized is we are all just individual beings living our own individual stories. And what you got going on today is cool. What you don't have going on yet is also cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with being who you are today, and you don't have to be anything special because you already are special. Even though we live in a world that convinces you that you're not special. We live in a world that convinces us that we are not enough. But you know what? Newsflash, guy. You don't have to be LeBron James. You don't have to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You don't have to be super fan, only fan, super professional, whatever person to feel good about yourself. Like, sure, those people are famous, and sure, I'm happy for them. They're living their own great stories in their own ways, but none of that makes you feel enough. And in fact, the more things you do to try to feel like you're enough, making more money, getting the promotion, getting the girl, getting the guy, getting the car, getting the house, getting the textbook, white picket fence, whatever. If you're doing that from a place of thinking you'll be happy when you get there, well, the newsflash is that you will not be happy when you get those things because you haven't done the work. And the work is, hey, you're good enough today. Like, none of that is even needed. All of that's a bonus. Sure, I'm saying go for it if you want to go for it. We should have things we go for. We should have goals. We should have things we're trying to achieve. We should have evolutions of ourselves and our personas. But we don't have to wait to get any of those things before we realize how good our lives are today. Because life is good today. You're breathing, brother. You have a brain. You can choose the direction of your life. You can pick the influences you want to influence you. You can sculpt this vessel of yours and mold it into so many different things to be so many different versions of yourself. But don't forget that today is good. Enjoy your life today. Be happy where you're at today. Just be. This is a new message I feel like I'm preaching time and time again on the channel, but it's so true. Like, literally, just be. Life is that simple, and I think we as humans have been notoriously bad at overcomplicating it forever. Like, if you go on social media, any social media, and this is something I've noticed recently because I don't use much Facebook or Instagram, I do love using YouTube, and lately I just haven't really been able to watch even YouTube videos because every one of them is basically about like improving on something, and the very act of improving in something almost reinforces like the fact that you're not good enough already. Like the thing what I've noticed about social media is that it will convince you, and me included, that we have problems that we don't necessarily have. We'll go down this rabbit hole of trying to improve and trying to work on things and thinking we need things to fix our lives, to feel better about our lives. But in reality, what we need is just very simple and very little. It's, good sleep, exercise, eat well, take care of yourself, mindset. I'm working on this guy. Positive mindset. That's probably the hardest part, because it's very hard sometimes to cultivate a healthy mindset, because the unhealthy mindsets for some reason are just so much more addictive and so much more easy for us to like fall into, versus this frame of like just being like, hey, I'm good enough today. I don't got to be LeBron James. I don't got to be X amount of celebrity. All I have to do is just be myself, and I'm worthy and I'm good enough the way I am today. And this holds true for you, the viewer, whoever you are watching this video. You are more than good enough today as you are. Sure, work on things. Sure, improve yourself. But don't rely on any of those things or acquisition of things to make you feel good enough about yourself today. And I know this stuff is easier said than done, but the first lesson is actually learning this and then doing the work to just change your reality and live in a existence where you feel like you're enough today. And you know what's so great about this state of mind is that I don't feel like I need anything right now. Sure, there's things I want, I talk about it time again, there's things I want. I'd like to see this YouTube channel grow. I'd like to have a healthy relationship one day, blah, 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 blah. But also what I've realized is that I'm a really fucking cool guy as I am right now. In my life, the life I'm living, who I am today, there's nothing wrong with it. It's great. And all I got to do is just be and let things play out. Sure, I got a direction. Sure, I'm moving in a way for a future I want for my life. But I don't need any of those futures or outcomes to play out for me to be happy today, because I found it. I finally figured it out, and it's so ridiculously simple. Like just being. Like how easy is that? Take a step back, breathe. After this video, unplug from media for a bit. Try and engage with the world around you, the physical world around you, not this world in our phones, not this media, not this Facebook scrolling, not this Instagram scrolling. Put down the phone and engage where you're at today. Look around, look at the plants, smell the flowers. I can't really smell well, I'm congested right now. Go look at a sunset, feel the weather on your skin. Life is actually very simple, and we overcomplicate it. So, my friends, I think you get the point after this recording. But the point is, just be. Remember, you're good enough today, because nothing else is going to ever make you good enough. And in fact, the very act of doing things to feel good enough reinforces the fact that you are not good enough. But you know what? You are good enough by proxy. We all are good enough by proxy. Just by the very act of existing, that makes you good enough. And what's crazy is that you don't have to tell like an infant that they're good enough. It's just this conditioning and poor parenting and societal expectations and media that makes us feel like we're living in a world where we're not good enough because we're always comparing. But the truth is, hey, you're good enough. You've been good enough this whole time. So start acting like it. Ugh. Start acting like it. Anyways, guys, just a little bit of positivity today. I think my nieces are coming back soon, so I'm going to wrap up this video. But yes, I'm back in the States, and have an amazing day, and I hope this picks a couple of you guys up out there. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way.